All right, let's talk about it. Today, we are going on a quest to solve one of the great universal struggles of modern life, staring at that massive Netflix library and having absolutely no idea what to watch. So, how do we win this battle? Well, first, we have to understand the enemy.
You know the feeling, right? Dinner's done, you're settled in on the couch, you fire up Netflix, and boom, it hits you. That big, overwhelming question. You have thousands of movies and shows at your fingertips, but landing on just one feels impossible.
And that right there, that's the real problem. Decision paralysis. There's just so much choice that it's completely overwhelming. We spend more time scrolling than watching, and half the time we just give up and rewatch something we've seen 100 times. Well, tonight, that's all going to change. We're going to build a toolkit, a strategy, to help you conquer the endless scroll once and for all.
So first up on our quest, we're calling in the professionals. I'm talking about the critics. These are the people who literally watch TV for a living. They sift through everything, the good, the bad, the amazing, so that we don't have to.
Okay, so when it comes to critics, you've basically got two flavors of advice. On one hand, you have the numbers game from places like Rotten Tomatoes. They give you these aggregated scores like the tomato meter, which is perfect for a quick, is this good or not verdict. Then, on the other hand, you've got the deep dives from experts at CNET or TV Guide. They tell you the why a show is worth your time.
So, let's look at the by-the-numbers approach. It's a fantastic starting point. A quick look at a top-rated list gives you a high-level view of what the pros think. I mean, look at this. You've got Dark Winds sitting at a perfect 100% from critics, and Better Call Saul at a massive 98%. These numbers are like a powerful cheat code to finding quality TV.
But, numbers can only tell you so much, right? Now let's look at what a real review gives you. This quote about the show Long Story Short doesn't give you a percentage, no, it gives you a vibe. Silly humor sat right next to some heartbreaking moment. In one sentence, you instantly get the emotional texture of the show.
And this is where critics are just invaluable. They give you these brilliant little shortcuts. When a critic says the new show Black Rabbit is like Ozark meets Uncut Gems, they're painting a picture. If you love the vibe of both of those, you're probably going to be all in on this new show. See, the data gives you a short list, but the reviews give you the soul.
Okay, critics are great, but what about all those awesome shows that fly under the radar? For that, we need to tap into something else entirely. The passionate, dedicated voice of the people.
And honestly, is there any better place to find that than online communities like Reddit? See, this isn't some polished review. This is just pure, unfiltered passion from a real fan. This person isn't just suggesting Travelers, they're championing it. They're telling you it's a true gem. That kind of enthusiasm is contagious.
And this is how you unearth the real hidden gems. Shows like The OA, Orphan Black, or the first season of Altered Carbon. Maybe they didn't have a giant marketing push, but they built these fierce, loyal fan bases. Think about it. These are shows that people love so much, they're literally going online to plead with strangers to give them a shot. That's a whole different kind of seal of approval.
All right, so we've got the critics, we've got the fans. What's next? Our third guide is actually baked right into Netflix itself, the top 10 list. But this list is more than just what's new. It's a real-time snapshot of the zeitgeist, what everyone is talking about right now.
And here's the really cool part. The top 10 isn't just about what Netflix is pushing. Sometimes a completely external, real-world event can launch a show back into the stratosphere months after it first came out.
Let's look at this amazing example, a show called Adolescence. It comes out in March, it's a hit, hits #1, and then, it kind of fades away as new stuff comes out. Happens all the time. But then, fast forward to September. The Emmy Awards happen, and the show just cleans up.
And not just a few, we're talking 6 Emmy wins. That was the spark. All of a sudden, everyone's talking about it again. And just 3 days later, a full 6 months after it first dropped, it rockets right back into the Netflix top 10. That's the power of the zeitgeist. The top 10 list suddenly became this mirror, reflecting a huge cultural moment.
Okay, so we've got our toolkit, right? The expert opinion of critics, the passionate voice of the fans, and the real-time pulse of the zeitgeist. Now let's put it all together into a dead simple, powerhouse strategy to finally answer that nagging question.
All right, here it is, your 4-step battle plan to conquer the scroll. Step 1, start with a vibe. Just ask yourself, what am I in the mood for tonight? Sci-fi? Comedy? A dark crime drama? Step 2, consult your guides. Check Rotten Tomatoes, see what people on Reddit are buzzing about, and take a peek at that top 10. Step 3 is where the magic happens. Cross-reference for a winner. When you find a show that's got a 98% critic score and fans are calling it a hidden gem, that's your target. That's the sweet spot. And that leads to the final beautiful step 4. Press play with confidence. You're not just guessing anymore. You're making a smart, informed choice.
And that's it. That endless scroll? It's not a bug, it's a challenge. And now you have a strategy to beat it. You're not just a passive scroller anymore, you're an active explorer armed with the best guides you could ask for. So, the only question left is, now that you have the map, what treasure are you going to unearth tonight?